How do you choose a keepsake? How do you make that decision? To say this is it. This is the one. Nothing better sums up how I feel about it than this one thing. The rest? They're landfill at best. Landfill. That's a joke. There's always more fill and there's always more land. Some joke. It stopped training, and I lost my footing in reality. The thing about water is it doesn't look real, even when you're firmly in reality. It doesn't look real. You sit by the river or the stream, or the ocean, and you wait for the repeat. Looking for seams. Waiting for the repeat. The thing about keepsakes is the object is never the thing. So you sit by the river, still waiting for the repeat. Looking for seams. Ready to start picking. I hadn't been able to tell whether it had been raining, but I knew it had stopped. Dusk. The Vikings called it the blue hour. This is when I walk. Dawn and dusk. The blistering sun is my timepiece, the constant humidity its burns only balm. History isn't linear, like they tell you. It's never been one thing after another. History is layered. It's laid down, and peeled back, and relaid, and scraped, and paved over and lost and found and rewritten and reenacted. I know where I need to get to. I've never been there, but I know what it looks like. I've been told by people that have read about it. Morning, and the cool air feels ever so slightly moist. It catches in the throat. Another shallow river. In pre-dawn's half-light I saw something. And down there it's green. Walking again. The sun dips below the valley's crest. I'm alone. Am I alone? We put ideas between ourselves and nature. Why name anything now? Why describe when doing is of the essence? Everything is shared, fought over, not so much debated as contested. Yesterday, just as I was setting out at sunset, I thought I saw a figure moving high up on the ridge, and I wondered what might be up there. Dark now, and I waited for something, anything to trigger my snare. Certain things, actions, behaviors, call them what you want, they used to be off limits, but now anything goes. This place is beautiful. I've seen colors I didn't know existed, waterfalls so high they're filtered through clouds. Wait. Silence. It's a silence like no human has heard for 100,000 years. As I bottomed out at the head of the valley, I knew that this would be where I'd find what I've been searching for. Until now, the landscape had been static as I moved across its surface. Today I noticed it shifting, and the rhythmic madrigal singing my name. From a far enough distance, everything looks blue. It's all memory now. The ocean, brimming with life, plunderers crowding on whiteout cliff tops, the river, the waterfall. So there. I had never seen the mouth of the river that wasn't industrialized. I had never heard of the river that hadn't been dammed. Where had I been? Somewhere beyond the physical? Was I dreaming myself into reality? As night fell, I pushed on. The sound of the waterfall had become constant, but where it was coming from seemed to change daily. I managed to gather enough materials to fashion the equipment I knew I'd need over the winter. The blue dipped into inky black, and the sky danced above me. I sat down around midnight and brewed up. And before dawn I could hear birds. Birds meant food, but not necessarily here. Birds meant predators, but not necessarily mine. The sun appeared to be swimming to shore, riding the crests of the gentlest of waves as they lapped at my catch. I had filled my belly for the first time in weeks, maybe months. I have been thinking for a while about building a sailing vessel. Now I'm not sure I need one. I left the ruins behind. People wanted to start again, not rebuild but build a civilization from scratch. We all know how that ends. When I left them at the city walls, I looked back once and they'd already closed the gates and gone. Up in the lookout I was being watched. That was a year ago, and I've seen no one. If there's life inside the old cities, it never leaves. Wait for sunset now. Building his shelter tomorrow. Temporary as always. No walking tonight. No walking tomorrow night. This is it. I'm here. I'm home.
Let me first start out by saying that most of you are not going to believe what I'm about to say. That's fine. I'm not trying to convince everyone that what I'm saying is true. I'm simply trying to speak to those of you who will listen. Now, you've probably seen those old photos of people supposedly talking on modern-day cell phones. Some have claimed this to be proof of time travel. It's not. These devices are actually hearing aid instruments. With that being said, time travel is soon going to exist. You may live to see it. I was born 3 years before the first time machines began being tested. They started out dangerous and unreliable, only used by the government. Eventually, independent hackers figured out how to build them. I have been recruited by an independent agency to spread the message that our world is a fragile one. Your children and your grandchildren will not have the same amount of resources that you do. The Mars colonization program was only semi-successful, as few people want or have enough money to move there. The world I was born in has become extremely overpopulated. I was born in 2026.